All right, students, I wanted to explain to you guys basically what we're doing this week as well as for the rest of the quarter. As you should have done already, you should have done this American Dream primer where I talked about how we are basically this last thing we're going to do is we're going to do an essay where we synthesize the different texts that we read that kind of go over the American Dream. So let me show you the specifics of our final project. So under the American Dream essay explanation, it gives you basically the rubric and the instructions of what you'll need to do. So we're going to write a 3-page MLA formatted synthesis essay using the text that we went over in 11th grade American literature. You're going to choose one of these questions right here. So one of these 4. So that could be, has the American Dream changed over the years? Is the American Dream accurately represented in text we've read during the year? Based on the text and research we've read during the year and your own experience, is the American Dream attainable or unreachable? Is the American Dream corrupt? Does it exist but not in ethical ways? You'll choose one of those questions, and then you'll write an essay basically elaborating on your response to one of those questions. So the instructions are here. It's going to be a synthesis paper. It's an argument paper, right? You argue for a persuasive and plausible interpretation of a series of texts. In other words, you're using more than one text to answer the above question. Specifically, you'll need to use at least 3 different texts in your essay. You're going to include a thesis statement at the end of your introductory paragraph. The thesis statement is the guiding insight of your paper, and every paragraph after should support it. So again, make sure that you stay focused on your thesis, and I'll be walking you through each step of the essay. So you mostly just need to make sure that you follow my instructions as we go. Make sure you have a satisfying conclusion. Every body paragraph should contain evidence from one of our readings. So again, every body paragraph should have evidence. In total, you should be citing 3 different books within your essay. And then you are going to use that evidence from at least 3 different texts, right, we've read during the year. So both direct quotes and paraphrasing must be cited. So that might mean that you need to come in and grab one of the books. Here's the rubric, as you can see here, worth 50 points total. That's assessment points. And then the reminders down there you could read. So where I want you to start is right here under the argument outline. You're going to be creating an outline where you organize your thoughts and ideas, right? So if you look here, here's a link to a couple sample outlines. Your essay is going to need to have your outline needs to have things similar to this, right? So this one is a sample. Outlines are basically for you, right? They're for you to organize your thoughts. So I'm not going to be too specific on exactly what that outline should look like. It could look like this, or it could look like this. It could look like this, right? It could be, really however best to organize your thoughts. But what you need to make sure, and this is where I'm kind of a stickler, is you need to make sure that each part of your outline is specific to your essay, right? You can't just say thesis, right? You need to have your thesis stated. You can't just say like evidence 1, evidence 2, right? You need to like put your evidence within. So if you look in this outline, they have like, okay, this is the paragraph where I'm going to talk about Douglas as a lecturer, and then they go into all those things. And then this next part of the essay, I'm going to talk about these things and so forth, right? So you want to be specific with your outline. Again, you're organizing your thoughts and ideas now so that when you actually get to writing your essay, it should be fairly easy. So anyways, that is what we're doing for the rest of the quarter. You'll be creating a synthesis essay about the American Dream, things that we've talked about throughout the quarter. Again, think back, or throughout the year, sorry. Think back to all the way back to the founding documents that we read, as well as Gatsby and things they carried, and the Crucible, 12 Angry Men, etc. And then you will create an essay based on those readings. Okay. If you have questions, feel free to email me or come in and talk to me. But we'll see you when we see you. But go ahead and get started with these things this week and have these things done by the end.